Hey, welcome back to ClearSpot. A 120 MWh site consistently underperformed budget by 4 to 5%. Every audit blamed weather or panel degradation. One engineer noticed site voltage at the substation was consistently 1.5% below nominal. It wasn't enough to trigger alarms, but it was enough to reduce output. Investigation revealed the utility substation transformer was undersized for peak load. During high production hours, the voltage sagged, and inverters compensated by reducing output to stay within limits. Annual loss from voltage sag was 340,000 euros. The utility fixed it once presented with the data. Today I'm showing how grid-side voltage issues hide as performance problems and cost 6 figures without anyone noticing. Grid voltage quality impacts inverter behavior. Inverters have voltage ride-through curves, so if grid voltage drops, they curtail to protect themselves and stay compliant. A 1 to 2% voltage sag might not trigger a fault, but it does trigger curtailment. The inverter report shows grid constraint or voltage limit, but these logs get buried in daily alarms. Operators assume it's temporary grid events and they don't realize it's chronic. A chronic 1.5% voltage sag during peak hours reduces annual output by 3 to 4%. On a 120 MWh site, that equals 300,000 to 400,000 euros per year. The tragedy is, it's the utility's problem, not yours, but they won't fix it until you measure and document it. You might think your interconnection agreement guarantees voltage quality so the utility wouldn't let it sag. Interconnection agreements define acceptable voltage range, so a 1.5% sag is technically within tolerance. Compliance doesn't mean optimal, and sag often happens only during your peak production when neighboring loads depress voltage. The utility sees average voltage across the day, and it looks fine while you see revenue loss during peak hours. Without granular voltage monitoring and documentation, you can't make the case to the utility. Step 1. Install high-resolution voltage monitoring at the point of interconnection and log voltage every second. Step 2. Correlate voltage data with the inverter output and irradiance and flag instances where sag coincides with curtailment. Step 3. Quantify annual loss by calculating additional production if voltage had stayed nominal during those windows. Step 4. Document the pattern and show the utility time series voltage, inverter curtailment logs, and loss calculations. Step 5. Request remedies such as transformer upgrade or voltage regulation adjustment depending on root cause. Step 6. Validate the fix by monitoring voltage post-remedy and confirm revenue recovery. Granular monitoring plus utility coordination can recover 200,000 to 500,000 euros per year on large sites. Your grid voltage is probably sagging 1 to 3% during peak hours, costing you 200,000 to 500,000 euros per year. Your inverters know, but reports bury it, and the utility won't act until you confront them with data. Schedule a free grid voltage audit where we install or access POI monitoring, correlate sag with curtailment, quantify loss, and prepare a utility-ready case. Most sites with chronic voltage issues recover 150 to 400,000 euros per year once the utility addresses the root cause. A 120 MWh site lost 340,000 euros per year to a 1.5% voltage sag, and nobody noticed because voltage was within spec. Chronic sag equals chronic curtailment equals real money. Here's how grid-side voltage monitoring recovers 6 figures. Like, share, and subscribe for more solar insights. ClearSpot, smart device, smarter decisions.